Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below. Hey guys, I'm going to dive right in here and talk about Jami Gertz. What do you remember her name being spelled? How do you remember it? I remember Jami as J-A-M-I-E. However, on Jami Gertz's name, I think they dropped off the E. I'm very certain. I remember seeing her name in all the credits. It had an E tied to it. But here's the thing, like, this is what I remember her for, and I'm sure you guys remember her. She's been on several movies. She was in Twister. She's been in she was in The Lost Boys. But I remember her mostly for Still Standing. Check this out. I love this show when I was younger. Okay, so I'm kind of leaning toward this as a Mandela effect, folks. Seriously, this is very interesting. This guy here, maybe I should send him a message here. Mark SDMB, right? He posts in the title Jami Gertz, the way I remember it, Square Pegs. She was in a TV show, or it was like a movie, Square Pegs, right? So in here in the intro, it's funny how they spell it J-A-M-I, Gertz. And then, see...
My name is Jami Gertz, and I played Muffy Tepperman on Square.
You see that? That's interesting how in the title they have it differently, but in the actual content it changed. And then I have here, there's a 1988 commercial. This is from Video Archaeology 3. They have 1.7 thousand subscribers. And I'll just hit their subscribe to be nice. I like them already. They spell Jami Gertz the way I remember it too. So check this out. This is a little short clip from Diet Pepsi commercial with Michael J. Fox and Jami Gertz.
Now let's get something to drink. Let's forget about it. No, come on, it's no problem. Now, how do we get back in? Okay, come on, let's go. You got the keys? This is not a problem.
Yeah, like I said, it's all very interesting. And then I'm looking on the Lost Boys IMDb and type in Jami's name. It comes up here. Says here, Kiefer Sutherland. See how they spell that correct? Makes a fantastically sexy vampire, and Jami Gertz acts the best I've ever seen. Spelled J-A-M-I-E, the way I remember it too. And then there's another entry down here. It says great popcorn flick, right? This is somebody from the UK. Hang on, that's one of two. Two of two, okay. So this is Minnie Spatola. So this is somebody else from New York back in 2003. Yeah, so this is Jami Gertz as the gypsy-esque star. So spelled the way I remember it. It's just weird. And then I come across this movie poster, right? This possibly some residue here. We're awesome, monster bashers, and the meanest and the baddest. Okay, the Lost Boys. A Joel Schumacher film, right? Schumacher, whatever. It's got Corey Feldman, sorry, Jami Gertz with an E. You guys see that? I'm recording this as I'm talking so that in case it changes, we're seeing a lot of these residues change. I think this is a pretty recent one. Kiefer Sutherland, Alex Winter. You know, because Sutherland could be spelled more than one way, and Kiefer could be spelled weird, and they spelled Jami Gertz's name the way I remember it. Could it have been possibly a nickname or something? I think not, because I've seen it in the credits and everything. Now it shows with an I. I find that really weird. Look at this. This is another Lost Boys poster. It says Jami Gertz with an I. You guys see that? And then I'm looking on here some newspapers, right? This is the Reading Eagle, August 22nd, 2005. This says, tune in tonight. This is by Kevin McDonough. And he has a tough name to spell. So typically, like, I know like people like myself that have a tough name to spell usually are good spellers. Right? So right down here, he puts Jami Gertz with an E right here. Square pegs still standing, shifts gears from comedy to drama. Okay. Let's see. Here's another one. Tonight's movies. Right. This is the Dispatch, October 4th, 1988. And there's this Cine. It says here less than zero. Apparently it's a movie title, right? It's telling you what movie channel it's on. Cine. 1987. Andrew McCarthy. Jami Gertz is spelled with an I. You guys see that? So it's like it's changing in some of these newspapers. And the next one is Twister. This is a book that I found by Brian Fairbanks. Okay, Twister, Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, Jami Gertz, spelled with an E. Okay, Philip Seymour. So, and then right down here, it's like, why are they spelling it differently right here when they're spelling it? Now this is directly, I believe, they probably pulled this directly from IMDb or something. That's what it looks like. Helen Hunt. But then when you come down here, it's spelled Jamie with an I. I find that really weird. This is the Comedy Film Nerds Guide to Movies by Graham Elwood. Alright. Google Books. Notice how they spell Jami Gertz with an E. Yeah, this is another one of those. Okay, I saw that movie too. Selected film reviews. So apparently, again, this is the same. Looks like the same post. It looks like something out of Twister. Maybe a scene. Jami Gertz with an E, and I remember. Okay, that's another same residue. Okay. On this one here, this is a book, The Bedford Guide for College Writers with Reader, Research and Manual. Look, it talks about Still Standing. On Still Standing, it says here, Bill Mark Addy embarrasses his wife Judy, Jami Gertz with an E, so badly in front of her reading group that she is dropped from the group. So I'm just showing you there's plenty of residue here, folks. Here's Jose Hulse. That was Jami Gertz. I thought she got an HIV/AIDS and died. That was Jami Gertz. Another one. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's different sources in the same email here. Jami Gertz in the vampire movie with Kiefer Sutherland, The Lost Boys. See. Plenty of residue. Okay, Jami Gertz. Look at this. This is on Biography. Okay? Biography.com. Jami Gertz was a quintessential IT girl in the 80s movies and television shows. She was also Blair's friend in The Facts of Life. What? I didn't know she was in The Facts of Life. That's interesting. And the popular preppy Square Pegs and 16 Candles. So she's been in quite a few movies. And they spell her name I-E. This is the Tampa Bay Times. Let's see if they spell it. Okay, Jamie with an I-E right here. Okay, Michael J. Fox. Yep, Michael J. Fox and Jami Gertz. So, I mean, that would be like people calling me Brain all the time, but my name is Brian. Okay, or they'd be like calling me Bry instead of Brian. So, I mean, that would get annoying, don't you think, guys? I mean, sure enough, she would probably correct a lot of people. I mean, where are they now? Jami Gertz. This is on iHeartRadio, right? Jami Gertz. Looks like that's the only entry. But now, this is what's interesting. Okay, in the title, where are they now? Jami Gertz. And then right down here it says Jami Gertz. So, um, and it's important to note her birthday. She was born October 28th, 1965. She's looks like a Scorpio. Okay, so here's Prince.org. Jami Gertz. Yeah, you see that? They're talking about the asterisk and square pegs. I just find it really unique that they're, all these residues. I mean, you guys see this? Here's a throwback Thursday, May 23rd, 2013. Setting the Wayback Machine to 2002 at the CBS Upfront presentation in New York City with Danielle Ferdinand and TV stars Jami Gertz and Mark Addy from the show Still Standing. You guys see that? Mark Addy and Jami Gertz. She's on Entourage now. Let's see, and then it talks about Still Standing again. So why are people remembering it the same way, and then all of a sudden it's changed through history? I find that really weird. It's all over social media. Get lost with Jami Gertz, boys. See? Not Jami Gertz, Jamie Lee Curtis, right? I fell in love with Jami Gertz after watching this movie. Okay? There's plenty of, like, I can go on and on and on. I mean, all I have to do is keep scrolling. It's going to find me more and more. So, I find this really weird. And here's how she signs her name. This is her signature. Jami with an I and no IE. That's strange. Apparently there's been some reality glitches here on Google Trends. It seems like there's two spikes. One about in 2012 and another huge spike, huge spike in October, sure enough, October 2016. That I don't know about you guys. That's when I noticed all the intestinal changes. It seemed like I was having like upset stomach the whole month of October. I don't know. I mean, I think we've been shifting for quite some time. It's just there's been some major, huge shifts, and now we're having huge shifts a lot. So I'm just wondering what you guys think about this. Is this a Mandela effect for you? I'm putting it down as a possible. Again, thanks for checking me out. Have a great Mandela effect evening. God bless you all.